Today I'm going to tie a silver ribbed hare's-ear nymph. Now the hare's ear is usually tied, most of the patterns I've seen is tied with a gold tinsel. Today I'm going to use some Uni French oval, this is an oval tinsel in silver. Now the thread I'm using is Uni 80 in black. I'm just going to start thread at the eye of the hook. The hook I'm using is a Camazon B175 size 14. It's a good strong hook, that is. Now just run your thread down till when you let go of the bobbin it sits in line with the barb. Now the tail, there's a lot of things you can use for the tail. Basically any good fibre in your hare's ear, or in this case the mask. I'm going to use the fibres here, it's sort of on the cheek of the hair. This is it here, that's what it looks like there. So right, it's on the cheek there. I'm just going to pinch these off. Now there's some under fur, and when I say some, I mean a lot. So I'm just going to trim that away. You can see the under fur there. Just pull it away. Now don't chuck that out because that can make a dubbing as well. I mean I've got a wee bag and I just collect it because that makes a really good dubbing itself. Now when you get down to the wee thin bits, just moisten your fingers and you'll be able to take them out. Now that is all you need there for your tail. And the tail is going to be just about half or 3/4 the length of the shank of the hook. Single turn to hold it on top, a turn to tighten. A loose turn to hold it on top, and then just tighten up. Now run your thread down, just binding all that down, make sure it's nice and secure. Come in and just trim away the ends. Now I'm going to run the thread back up or back down, where I'm going to catch in a length of oval. Now, oval tinsel is not my favourite material in the world. I find that it tends to kind of split on you and you're left halfway through your rib with the nylon that's inside, that's covered by the oval. But I mean it is a good material. Now for the body, this is going to be from the hair, the ear, sorry, the hare's ear. Basically I'm just going to take it from the back, so that's the back of the lug, down at the bottom. Just come in with some scissors, just trim that away. Now before I do that, I would recommend that you wax your thread. And find my wax. Here we are. Now I'm just using this soft wax, and I'm just going to hold it up next to my light, and that just melts it and makes it soft, and you can rub it straight onto your thread. Now just get your hare's ear and just dub it quite nicely. Now I mean, really experiment, try that without some wax and then try it with wax and you'll really notice the difference. I'm just going to get a wee bit more. Now that's plenty there, just slide it up. Now just take a turn, tighten up, working your way down, taking your time. till basically you get around 2 or 3 millimeters before the eye. Now I'm going to use, again there's a lot of things you can use for this, but I'm just going to use a cock pheasant tail, and I'm just going to take off around a dozen or so, half a dozen or so, sorry, fibres from the bottom. And I'm going to tie these on, just like that. Make sure that's nice and secure. Trim that off. Now bring your thread back to the front ear and just wind your oval tinsel through. Here we are. Catch in your wire. Make sure that's nicely bound down. Come in with your scissors. Trim off the waste piece. Now, with the pheasant tail, you can have it going 2 ways. Basically, I'm having it coming back this way, but you can do it so that it's going forwards, and then just push the tips back, and you get a nice sort of leg effect, which is an extremely good fly in itself. Now I'm going to get some, this is the underfur that we removed earlier, and I'm just going to dub that. This dub's much easier. Just dub that on, slide it up. Just once, that's fine. Now, pull your pheasant tail over, single turn on top, a turn to tighten up. Just make sure it's sitting nice. Now keeping your thread tight, you can either wax your thread again, which just secures it from slipping, or just put some varnish on. I'll do both just for the sake of the video. Keeping your thread tight at all times while I open my varnish. A bit of varnish onto your thread. If it starts to blob like that, just touch it. And then come in, 1, 2, 3's plenty. Just pull it tight. Come up. Trim it away. Now, just to give it a more buggy effect, you can just come in with your dubbing brush and just pull some of the fibres out. Like that there. Now this is a fantastic wee fly. And as I said, you don't need the legs on it, basically because as Frank Sawyer said, when a nymph is swimming, its legs are tucked back. I mean, if you're fishing pools or that, slow moving pools where your nymph is going to be moving very slowly, you can put legs on it to imitate it sitting on a rock or whatever, but it's just as good a fly without it. Now what I've done here is I've just trimmed the excess pheasant tail and left about 1 millimetre or so, just basically for a wee wing case. And that is your silver ribbed Halesey nymph. A fantastic pattern for early season all the way through. It catches all the time, it's caught me a lot of fish. So that's basically it, that's your Halesey nymph.